Hello everyone and welcome to Dynasty Mode. As you know, we have to do another year. And who knows how many more seasons we have to do. Notre Dame fell short to my favorite team, LSU. And this schedule is not looking easy this year. We face Clemson opening week and we face Alabama next week. That makes this game all the more important. There are two teams ranked ahead of us. LSU, of course, and Georgia. But I'm not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about our depth chart. We're here to look at our team. So, Griggs, still the starter. We know he had his struggles last year, but he had his moments as well. We signed freshman Cordell Webb. He's a new face, and of course we have Maui. We're here mostly to tell you about the new faces. However, it's looking really similar for our running backs. We got Denard Breeze and Quentin Ream. Behind them we have some new faces. Tyrese Cantwell, Archer Kuhn, and George Murphy. Fullback, it's senior Keon Brownlee. Wide receivers, Vallejo's still around. You got Jeff Shembo. You got some different faces. You got Rakeem Harmon, Darius Johnson, Keontae Sr., Dorian Tubbs, and then you got some guys down here below them. Tight end, Larson came back for another season. We got Bernie Payne. No new faces there. Guys, we need a new left tackle. Andrew Knapp went to the big leagues. He was a second-round pick. In his place is Ron Bakatari, 83 overall. Behind him, Chad Callis and Keon Alexander. Got two new faces. Left guard, Peter Jones, Ikwabuki, and Skylar Wagner, a new face. Center, we have Tyree Shore, Rashad Purvis, Tony Heredia. Right guard, it is Rob Kramer. Behind him, a new face, John Richard and Ty Craigs. Right tackle, it's Ofisa Duck coming to the team. He's looking to step up big. Connor Foster, freshman, and Alfonso Heller. Left edge, we got Seth Garrison, Garrett Casey, new face, Mike Potts. And yes, I'm going to consider the red shirts new faces. We don't really play them. Next, Jeff Brady Ford, Cole Mullins, and freshman Daron Ofadile. On defensive tackle, Sean Sevillano Jr. We got Kiki Odom, Dontre Allen, freshman Abdullah Kukwa, talked about him before, and Sony Kalikipi. Guys, the Sam Sidney Bean, he wanted to leave. Well, guess what, folks? We convinced him to stay. One of the best in the nation. Jamari O'Neal and Joe Hendricks. Sidney Bean got to step up. We don't have Bryce Young anymore. He's gone. Marquise Judovsky, the Mike, Bodie Calhoun, Kyle Ahmed, and Alex Abron. Will, it is John Maldonado. Behind him, new face, Jemerson Khan and Brian Hoyfield. CBs, we got Thomas Fine. We got Nelson Fink. We got Bobby Hoies. New face Amari Paris. New face Ralph Ruman. And even more people behind them. Free safety, Isaac Marshall. New face RJ Lucien. And then Elijah Bale, a new face as well. Strong safety, Jason Helton, Sean Garrison, Bobby Hoies. Kicker, he's still here, Tucker Paquette. Didn't do too well last year. We're hoping he can improve. Punter Nani. And that is our team, folks. So with that, I know that was a long introduction. It all leads to us getting in to game 1 of the season opening day. Here we go. Hello everyone, and officially welcome to the new season of Dynasty Mode. In this one, we are on the road against a rowdy crowd. Taking on the number 4 team in the country, Clemson. We are not a stranger to this team at all. Beat them in the playoffs last season. And today we take them on their turf. Can we get a victory? Let's find out. So they get the ball first. Here's the kickoff. There it goes. Gonna bring it out. And what a hit. Takes them down at the 10. There's their QB, Weston Bryan. First and 10. Notre Dame lost some big names last year. Are they still the same team? And now there's the throw. And he's still on his feet. A gain of 4 to start off the season. Not a bad way to start your season. Now 2nd and 6. Here's a snap. Got his man and a first down. 1st and 10. Clemson got the first down there. Now here's a snap. They're going to throw it again. The throw almost picked. Calhoun had his fingertips on it. The tight end had to get himself involved to make sure they didn't get the ball. And now the QB using his legs. There he goes! And he's caught by Calhoun at the 16. 58 yards. And now everybody running. The no huddle. And the throw got his man. Clemson scores first. Touchdown Tigers. Here we go. 1st and 10. This crowd just keeps getting louder. And it's caught for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Quick gain there to start the game. Now a snap. Griggs using his legs. He slides for a first down. That's 12 yards. 1st and 10. Griggs hands off to Breeze. He's shut down. He's held at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Here's a snap. A throw up to Larson. Wide open. Taken down at the 23 for 40 yards. 1st and 10. Notre Dame looking to answer back. Griggs on the run. Throws it away. 2nd and 10. Had to throw it away there, staying out of danger. Handoff. Ream gets 5. Halfway to the first down. 3rd and 5. This crowd is shouting for the defense. Picked off in the end zone. 1st and 10. Here's Clemson's QB again. He'll snap the ball. got his man, gets the first down. 1st and 10. Here we go. Here's a snap. And he's going to throw it. And a hit, but a first down again. A minute to go in the first quarter. Clemson feels like they're walking over Notre Dame right now. Screen pass. And a hit there for 5 yards. A solid run by the running back. 2nd and 5, less than 30 seconds to go in the first. Gonna throw it. It's swatted away! 3rd and 5. Nice play by the CB. And now they're going to run it. And he's still on his feet. Take it down! A stop! 4th and 3. They want it. Clemson going for it. Airs it out. Fink has it. Interception at the 15. Knew it was all or nothing on 4th down, and he got nothing. Ream breaks loose for a first down to end the first quarter. Clemson leads 7-0. Now we'll see what Notre Dame has got. They have the ball back. They just converted that first down. Play action. Griggs throws it away. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Griggs throwing it away after the last drive. Threw that interception. And right there, Breeze only a yard. 3rd and 9. Griggs. Here's a snap. Shambo grabs the ball. First down for Notre Dame. Shambo manages to get something out of that throw. Now a snap. Throws it to Ream. And he's taken down after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Griggs. Here's a snap. Throw to Larson. Picked off yet again. 1st and 10. 5 minutes in the second quarter. This time they run it. Haven't done much of that today. 6 yards. It's 2nd and 4. 4.5 minutes now left to go in this first half. There's a snap. And the QB goes down. Jason Helton makes it 3rd and 12. Now, here's a snap by the Clemson QB. And throws it. Fink is there to stop him from catching the ball. Fink, another big play today. And now there's a punt. Shambo under it. And taken down at the 22. Well, quite the interesting call here by Notre Dame's coach. The freshman QB out there. Larson has it. First down. Webb out there instead of Griggs. We saw them try this with Maui a couple times last year. Didn't work out. Now, Webb's trying to lead this team to a big drive. Griggs threw 2 interceptions in a row. And right there, throw to Ream. Nice choice. First down. It's 1st and 10. We'll get one last play before the 2-minute warning. Webb on his feet, running, throws it away. There's the 2-minute warning. Clemson still leads 7-0. 2nd and 10. Here's a snap. Webb on his feet again. Nobody's going to have that one. It's 3rd and 10. Webb. Here's a snap. And dropped. Breeze could hold on. And here comes the punt team. Donnie with the kick. And now it's going to roll back. They'll start at the 5. Had some backspin on it. What a punt. Now 1st and 10. They run it. He's brought down after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 here. Over a minute to go in this first half. Here's a snap. Has to get rid of it quickly. Can't hold on. 3rd and 8. Looking for the stop. Here's a snap. And he's got the first down. They stay in it. They stay with the drive, at least for now. Less than a minute to go then. They're at the 17. Quick throw. Out of bounds for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Not trying to force the ball. Now here's the snap. Quick throw. And he will gain 3. Goes out of bounds. 3rd and 5. See what he's got. 45 seconds. Snap. Got his man. First down. They keep on going. Timeout. Clemson still looking for another big play. Trying to add some more points on the board. They throw it. There he goes! And a timeout with 33 seconds. QB snaps it. Got his man! First down. They're at the 26. And now they're in field goal range. They spike it. It's 2nd and 10. They're looking for the touchdown here. Here we go. Snap. And he's got the football at the 6. 1st and goal. Here's the snap. It's way over anyone's head. 2nd and goal. If he threw that slightly lower, we might have seen another interception in the end zone. And over his head. Had to throw it away. 3rd and goal. This is such an important play. Throws it up and nobody's home. Here comes the punt team. 4th and goal at the 6. This one about 22 yards. Kick is good. They lead 10-0. So here is the kickoff. Ream underneath it. Here we go. Ream gets him to the 19. 1st and 10. Freshman QB out there with Notre Dame still. Breeze will get 6 yards actually. 2nd and 4. I thought he fumbles for a second, I'm not even gonna lie. Here's a snap. Quick throw to Shembo for a first down. 1st and 10. And play action. And Webb is sacked. The freshman goes down. 2nd and 19. Handoff to Breeze. Breeze gets 7 yards. 3rd and 12. They're in need of a first down. Here's a snap. Webb running it himself. He's not going to get there. 4th and 4. Webb got so far, just couldn't do it. Fair catch. They'll start at the 21. 1st and 10. Here is Clemson once again. And they're going to run it. He's taken down after a gain of 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Try again. Now the snap. And the QB is down. Weston Bryant is going to be taken out of this game. Now obviously Clemson has another all-star type QB. But the starter is down. And down it goes the receiver. Right before passing the line, which means they will punt it. Just short. They got 4th and 1. And now there goes Shembo at the 41. 1st and 10. Webb. Play action. Throw to Larson. He is wide open. Taken down at the 35. 1st and 10. Webb hands it off. Breeze pushing through. 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Less than 2 minutes in this 3rd quarter. Ream still pushing. 1st down. 1st and 10. Ream just kept pushing. He desperately wanted that first. Breeze gets 3. 2nd and 7. All right, let's try this. 2nd and 7 here. Already under 45 seconds to go in the 3rd. Webb throwing it away. 3rd and 7. Webb snaps it. Larson has it. 1st and goal. What the hell is this? It seems like out front, no huddle. Caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Senior with it, their first touchdown of this season. Trying to bring it, trying to come back. Can they do it? Clemson back with the ball. Their starting QB also back out there. Here's a snap, and he is stopped behind the line. Notre Dame was ready. That one in the 3rd quarter. A loss of 3. Clemson leads 10-7. 2nd and 13 now. Clemson with the ball. Snaps it. And got his man out of bounds. Gonna miss out on a first down now. Now instead of a first down, they got to convert here or they lose the ball. It's thrown up and picked off for the 2nd time today. Hoey's with it. They're getting at the 32. What a grab by the Notre Dame CB. I don't know why the backup was out there, but it did not work out. 1st and 10, the freshman trying to lead a huge drive. Putting a lot on the freshman's shoulders. Oh, I want to play! There he goes! He will run it all the way opposite field to the 37! That is the type of play you love to see! Here's a snap. And he just gets it off while getting hit. 2nd and 10. Throw to Payne. There's a flag on the field. And it's going to be on Notre Dame. Holding. It's going to push him back. Makes it 2nd and 20 instead of 3rd and 5. Now they got a much longer way to go here. Here's a snap. And there's a flag. Throws it up. No one's got it. Flag on the field. Are we going to get another holding call? Oh my goodness. We see Duck. Duck, what are you doing? 2nd and 30 now. Oh, sacked. Shoots one man. Lost 10 yards. This is going to have to be quite the play here. 3rd and 40. Got pushed all the way back. Webb out to Vio. Oh, drops the ball. And here comes the punt team. Now need a kick. They fair catch it at the 26. 1st and 10. Here we go. And now man in motion. They run it with the QB. Oh, what a hit. He is stopped at the line of scrimmage. The senior. What a play. 2nd and 10 now. Here's a snap. Got his man, shoots to the fender! Oh my goodness! Broke loose! Touchdown, Clemson! What a play! We just saw! Unbelievable! Odds are Notre Dame's gonna need a touchdown now. It's up to the freshman, Webb. Here's a snap. Oh, the pressure is on! Loss of 8. 2nd and 18. They got to the QB easily. Throw to Breeze. Breeze. He has 9. It's 3rd and 7. Less than 3 minutes to go. Here's a snap. Webb, what's he got? No! Popped out of his hands! 4th and 7. Here we go. Oh no! He was hit! This should do it! 4th and 6, killing as much clock as they can. Here comes a field goal unit for Clemson. The kick is good. 20-7. Now here we go. They're gonna need a miracle. Cantwell out with it. And he's taken down at the 20. 1st and 10. Vio was open on the last offensive drive. And Webb, there was just no protection. Shambo going out. Swatted. 2nd and 10. Couldn't get anything there. Here we go. Snaps it. They toss it to Vio. He brings the ball down! No way! What a catch! Gotta move. Play action. Webb gets rid of it with 8 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 here. Here's a snap. Up in the end zone. No one has it. That should do it. They won't have enough time since they're down by 2 scores. A huge win for Clemson on opening day. 20-7. Our defense was not the issue. Our offense stunk. Griggs was horrible. The Webb was all right, but his protection was not there. It's very unfortunate to see a loss from a team in the Natty on opening week. With that, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.